in life, you pick up some pretty decent combos. My favourites are cheese and crackers, crisps and sandwiches, gin and tonic, but the new elite status is Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. What a combo. They were on fire at the weekend against Southampton. Hello and welcome to another episode of Hollie's Hotspurs, and today I'll be talking about that 5-2 win at St Mary's against Southampton. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like on this video, comment you thought the game below and hit that subscribe button. Now, with most Southampton games, it's a must win. More so importantly because this weekend I was travelling to the Isle of Wight with my football team, and there was obviously a couple of Saints fans on the bus, and I was thinking to myself, not going to want to witness a Danny Ings masterclass. So when I saw the lineup come out, I was a bit miffed at our back four. Obviously our usual culprits of Doherty and Davies at the back was pretty much a given, but then to see this combination of Dyer and Sanchez at the backs just gives me heebie-jeebies. The fact that Toby was missing in the squad as well did have me a bit worried, but then I thought to myself, we have got a lot of games coming up in this week, so maybe it's just about rotation for Jose. Obviously we had Lloris in goal again. We then had a combination of Winks and Højbjerg in the middle, and I was a bit, let's say, worried to see how we'd fare against Southampton with those two in midfield. And then I was gobsmacked when I saw Mr. Tanguy Ndombele in the middle, but on five bellies, as we used to like to call him, in that more attacking role. And to be fair, I was taken back, but I was interested to see how the man would fare in this game. We then had Lucas, Sonny and Kane in that front three. Let's be honest, if I did lose this game, or if Saints looked like they were going to thrash us, I was debating whether on the way home I would jump off the boat and just swim home and not put up with all the ag that Tottenham had lost once again to Southampton. Sadly, I didn't have to do that. Although first half wasn't our best performance, let's put it that way. Saying that, the first 3 minutes was a bit of business. Harry Kane manages to scissor kick the ball into the back of the net. Now we're all celebrating, and then Mr. VAR decides that it is no goal. And to be honest, I was very miffed to see, why is this not a goal? But then if you look back at build-up play, we find that someone is offside before all of that. Then in the 5th minute, Mero's obviously been watching Serge Aurier and his kebabbing skills as he stabs Højbjerg's ankles. They didn't get on at Southampton, I do not know, but that was a proper ankle breaker if I hadn't have seen one. He comes in from the back and just slices at his ankle. In the 9th minute, we do our usual let's give away a free kick in a dangerous area, but don't worry because we can defend these. We can't, but anyway, ball comes in, it flies in. We don't really cope with it very well, but the first person to react is Che Adams. Che Adams hits it with so much force. Hugo is forced with quick reactions to make a save, and my God, what reflexes Hugo Lloris has. He manages to tip it over the bar for a corner, which is then well defended. 15th minute, Danny Ings gets the ball in the back of our net. I mean, we got very lucky again because VAR finds that in that passage of play where Hugo runs out and heads the ball away, it does hit Danny Ings' arm, which allows the ball to go over Hugo and he's able to tap it into the net. So again, we've had 2 decisions ruled out by VAR because of either handball or offside. This was going to be an interesting game. 25th minute, Saints again seem to be all over us when Djenepo has a strike and it just comes off the outside of the post. If that was an inch to the right, that would have been in the back of the net. So again, another wake-up call. We then decide to wake up and Doherty plays a lovely ball through to Lucas. Lucas picks out Harry Kane in the middle, and all Harry Kane has to do is slot it home, and slot it home it does. We're all celebrating once again, and then dreaded VAR says it is no goal because Lucas Moura is offside. But again, it was lovely build-up play. To actually see this linking up business was actually quite nice considering what we've been used to, especially what we witnessed in the Everton game, which was not a lot of link-up play. On the 31st minute, however, we seem to let our guard down and Danny Ings manages to smash the ball in the back of the net. I don't even know how he's managed to get that far post in that tight angle. He manages to get the ball down, take a touch and slot it home. It is 1-0 to Southampton and I'm doing my nut. However, 45th minute plus stoppage time. Heung-min Son comes up with the reply. Take a look at this. He as well shows Danny Ings that he can also bang it far post, and banging it far post he does. We managed to go into the break at 1-1, and considering what a shocking half I thought we had, it was decent to go into the break at a draw. At half time we see Ndombele come off, and to be fair, this was probably the highlight for me of Ndombele this game. so much strength. I think there's definitely more of him to come, and I'm excited. The fact that he's managed to start this game and get 45 minutes in the tank is good news for us. Then on the 47th minute, Sonny decides to do a bit of business. Take a look at this. I like to call this half, like I said at the start, the Harry Kane and Sonny combo. Because my word, if one wasn't scoring, the other one was setting up. Ball distribution from Harry Kane today was impeccable. And I'm going to say it, and there's probably going to be you lot laughing at home saying, what is there that Harry Kane can't do? And if you say manage to sort without dribbling, I will knock you out. The only thing that really annoyed me this game was Dyer and his long balls. Dyer, mate, you are not a Toby Alderweireld. You are not a long ball specialist. Please do not keep doing that. Obviously, Saints were not giving up, and there was a lot of times I thought they could have easily grabbed one back. But luckily for us, Hugo Lloris was on his A game today and managed to save pretty much everything that came his way. So that was brilliant. On the 64th minute, Sonny's like, it's hat-trick time. He today has scored 3 out of 3, but he wasn't stopping there. Because on the 72nd minute, Harry Kane manages to find Sonny again with a brilliant over-the-top ball. And all Sonny's got to do is run for a bit and slot it home, and slotting it home he does. Harry Kane is the first Premiership player ever to manage to set up the same player in the same game, in the same team, 4 times. And that was obviously Heung-min Son. So if we're going on greatest partnerships, I think this is one that I'd like to see carry on, because my God, today they literally played Southampton off the park. And to be fair, Southampton weren't that bad. I thought first half they were all over us. But then when Heung-min Son and Kane found each other, that was it. Game over. See you later, Southampton, and bye-bye. 81st minute, Lamela tries to have a crack at it. He whacks it at the post. It comes off their keeper. And who does it find the path of? Harry Kane. And to be fair to him, he deserves to get on this score sheet today because he's had 2 disallowed already. But his 3rd manages to be recorded on the score sheet. So it's 5-1, but unfortunately for us, the dreaded VAR decides to beak its head when Doherty in the box doesn't really know, he can't really do anything about it. The ball hits his arm and Southampton are awarded a penalty. It's one of those silly things. I just think the handball rule needs to be looked at again. I don't know how you're supposed to move your arm out of the way quick enough, let's be honest. We might as well run around with no arms. But anyway, regardless, Danny Ings manages to slot it home and it is 5-2. So luckily for me, I didn't have to jump off the boat and we beat the Saints that I absolutely hate. So that's even better. My Sunday was glorious. Obviously, we just heard that the Leyton Orient game isn't going to happen because of players in the team getting COVID or something along those lines. So that is also great for us. It means we've got a win under our belts and we get an extra day's rest, which is even better. And like I say, it was the Harry Kane and Sonny show, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Still didn't manage to keep a clean sheet, but unlike the Everton game where we went 1-0 down and couldn't find a response and we just sulked, we actually managed to get a finger out of our butts and go on and score and actually win the game. So credit to the lads, I'm very impressed. We move, what a great game. And like I said, it's bittersweet for me. Until next time, I'll see you soon for another episode of Hollie's Hotspurs. Until then, come on you Spurs.